Giants fans, pay very close attention, because a name you are not hearing everywhere yet could become one of the most important draft targets for the New York Giants. The Giants need help at wide receiver. They need size. They need physicality. They need reliability. And right now, one prospect is quietly checking boxes that this roster is desperately missing. His name is Malachi Fields, wide receiver, Notre Dame, and he might be one of the biggest hidden opportunities in the 2026 NFL Draft. Stay with me, because once you hear what this kid brings and what he doesn't, your entire view of the Giants' draft strategy might change. And yes, this is the type of move that could happen faster than fans expect. But before we get into it, if you're a die-hard Giants fan, make sure you're subscribed to Big Blue News. We're your go-to source for daily, engaging content on all things Big Blue. Help us reach our goal of 3,000 subscribers this offseason by hitting that subscribe button now. Let's be very clear. The 2026 NFL Draft is shaping up to have an interesting, deep, and unpredictable wide receiver class. Not just top-end stars, but a large middle group of receivers who can become real contributors in the right system. And that is extremely important for the Giants, because the Giants don't just need another receiver. They need more size on the outside, more physical presence, more help in the run game, more red zone reliability, more depth, and more competition immediately. This is not something the Giants can delay. This is a roster issue. This is a development issue, and this is a draft priority issue. And that's exactly where Malachi Fields enters the conversation. Malachi Fields is not your typical flashy highlight receiver. He is something different. He is big, he is powerful, he is physical, and he plays a style of football that translates very well to the NFL. Fields stands at 6'4", 222 pounds. That is prototypical outside receiver size. That is the type of body that defensive backs do not enjoy lining up against. Long frame, strong build, large catch radius. This is exactly the kind of receiver the Giants currently lack enough of. And what makes Fields intriguing is not just his size, but how he actually uses it. First, football IQ and role awareness. Fields shows a very strong understanding of his role in an offense. He doesn't run routes just to run them. He understands spacing. He understands coverage. He understands how to create lanes for teammates. He understands how to find voids in zones. That matters, because modern NFL offenses are built on timing, spacing, and trust. And Fields consistently shows that he knows where to be and how to be useful, even when he is not the primary target. Second, physicality at the catch point. Fields knows exactly how to use his body. He plays through contact. He doesn't panic when defenders are on him. He extends for the football. He attacks it at the highest point. This is critical, because right now, the Giants struggle in contested situations. Fields gives you a receiver who is comfortable when the ball is in the air and defenders are around him. That is red zone value. That is third down value. That is trust receiver value. Third, ball tracking and body control. Fields locates the ball well, tracks it well, and adjusts to it in the air. He can make tough catches. He can adjust to off-target throws. He can finish plays. That gives quarterbacks confidence, and confidence changes everything. This is where Giants fans should really lock in. Malachi Fields is a willing and competitive blocker. Not sometimes, not when he feels like it, consistently. His size allows him to overwhelm defensive backs. He can hold his own even against linebackers in tight formations. He shows technique, he shows effort, he sustains blocks. And that matters more than most fans realize, because modern NFL offenses demand receivers who can block on screens, block in the run game, block on the perimeter, block to create explosives.
If the Giants want a tougher identity on offense, this matters. Fields fits that vision. Now, this is where urgency and realism come in. Malachi Fields is not a perfect prospect, and this is exactly why he could be available when the Giants are picking. His biggest issue is overall athleticism. He is not explosive. He is not sudden. He is not a burner. He has adequate quickness, but not elite. He labors when changing direction. He is not fast over distance. And because of that, he struggles to consistently separate. Windows close faster on him. Corners can recover. Zones shrink before he arrives. So he must rely on positioning, timing, and physicality. This limits his big play profile. And that's important, because teams looking for pure speed or dynamic separation may pass, which is exactly why the Giants could find real value. Malachi Fields projects as a rotational receiver, a possession target, a screen game contributor, a red zone body, and a consistent special teams presence. He fits best in an offense that values physical receivers, blocking on the perimeter, short to intermediate efficiency, and structured route concepts. He is not a superstar profile, but he is a winning football profile. And on day 3 of the draft, that matters a lot. Yes, as a depth piece, as a developmental outside receiver, as a special teams contributor, as a physical complement to the current room. The Giants are not in a position to only chase stars. They must build layers, roles, identity, and competition. Fields gives you toughness. Fields gives you size. Fields gives you reliability. Fields gives you cost-controlled depth. And in today's NFL, that is not optional. That is essential. Because this is exactly how draft value is built. Before the hype, before the combine buzz, before the highlight clips. Names like this move fast. And when front offices start stacking boards, players like Malachi Fields either become quiet steals or missed opportunities. And the Giants cannot afford to miss opportunities anymore. Not with this offense, not with this roster, not with this division. So Giants fans, remember this name, Malachi Fields. Because while everyone debates the stars, while the headlines chase the flash, the Giants may be looking for something else, something tougher, something bigger, something more reliable. And sometimes the moves that don't make noise at first are the ones that change a roster the most. Stay locked in, because draft season is heating up, and the Giants' next offensive piece might already be hiding in plain sight.